All right, y'all. Buckle up because this story is wild. We've officially reached the part of the viral Coldplay Kiss Cam saga where the ex-CEO of a billion-dollar company goes full keyboard warrior. Andy Byron, the guy who basically went from Silicon Valley golden boy to global meme, has now personally confronted the girl who filmed the infamous Kiss Cam video. And let me tell you, he's not just upset. He's unhinged. He thinks she ruined his life. Like, bro, you were on a jumbotron. This ain't just another messy internet scandal. This is drama, power, pettiness, and corporate downfall all rolled into one. From public meltdown to private DMs, legal threats, and even a potential bribe. Yeah, it's that deep. And I've got the receipts. Let's break it all down, step by step. Okay, so quick refresh for the 12 people who somehow missed this. Andy Byron, CEO of billion-dollar tech company Astronomer, pulls up to a Coldplay concert in Boston. He's seated next to Kristen Cabot, his company's head of HR. The Kiss Cam starts rolling, and boom, they show up on the big screen. Kristen ducks her face like she just saw a ghost. Andy looks like he's trying to teleport out of his own body. And then Chris Martin drops the line. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. People in the stadium laugh, but the internet doesn't laugh. The internet investigates. Within hours, people identified both of them. Problem? They're not each other's spouses. They're both married to other people. Andy's got a wife and 2 kids. Kristen, married to, reportedly recently bought property with her husband. The Coldplay cam didn't just catch a hug. It caught a full-blown scandal in 4K. So who caught the moment that changed everything? Grace Springer, 28, just a fan at the show with decent seats and a sharp eye. She's filming the crowd, she sees the Kiss Cam moment, and her gut tells her, post it, not out of spite. She literally said in interviews, if they just smiled or kissed or waved, I wouldn't have posted it, but they look guilty. So she uploads it to TikTok, adds a cheeky caption, goes to sleep. Next morning, 10 million views. A week later, 53 million. Her video becomes the most watched thing on TikTok that month. People are reposting it, reacting to it, making parodies. Grace accidentally becomes the most talked about camera person on the internet. Now here's where things get messy. Andy Byron, after resigning from his company and disappearing from LinkedIn, resurfaces in the DMs, and not in a chill way. According to multiple sources, including Grace herself, Andy directly messaged her, and he was fuming. He tells her she destroyed his life, accuses her of invading his privacy, says she'll regret this, and demands she delete the video. Like, sir, you're the one snuggling your HR manager at a Coldplay concert, and now it's her fault? Grace responds calm, collected. She basically says, this was a public moment at a public event. I didn't do anything wrong. But Andy wasn't letting it go. According to insiders, he escalated, sent a cease and desist, threatened lawsuits, even tried to frame her as someone seeking attention and clout, like he was trying to spin the narrative that she set him up. Now here's the part that hasn't been confirmed, but is circulating hard in the rumor mill. Grace allegedly hinted in a now deleted story that someone from Andy's camp offered her money to take the video down. No dollar amount mentioned, but she posted a screenshot of a message that said, scheming, there's a way we can make this all go away. Fans immediately speculated that Andy was trying to pay her off. Whether that's true or not, again, not confirmed, it's just more fuel for the fire. Once the news broke that Andy confronted Grace, game over. The internet was ruthless. Comments like, you cheat on your wife in public and then blame the camera, or exasperated, imagine trying to cancel a fan for being in the right place at the right time. People memed Andy hard. Someone deep faked him into a Coldplay music video with the lyrics, nobody said it was easy, playing as he ducks the camera. Grace, meanwhile, became internet royalty. Fan accounts popped up, people were calling her a queen of accountability, and she handled it all like a champ. Minimal drama, just a few classy posts, and one caption that said, Coldplay got more than they bargained for. Let's not forget, this whole thing didn't just mess up Andy's personal life. It hit his company like a meteor. Astronomer lost multiple investors. Major clients reportedly walked. Internal sources leaked Slack convos and memos showing employees making fun of the whole thing. One even said, our ethics training is now just that video on loop. The board forced Andy to resign within 72 hours. Kristen Cabot, his HR partner in Cringe, was put on leave. Word is, she's still negotiating her exit, with screenshots of private convos as leverage. It's corporate implosion, Coldplay edition. Now here's the best part. Grace is winning. She's reportedly landed a podcast deal. She's been offered partnerships, brand collabs, and even a docu-series opportunity, all from one 16-second video. The same video that got Andy fired might get her signed. She said in an interview, I didn't ask for any of this, but if people want to hear my side, I'll tell it. And yo, we have to talk about Coldplay themselves for a second, because believe it or not, even Chris Martin and his team got dragged into this drama. Apparently, Andy Byron's legal team reached out to the concert's production company and even Coldplay's reps, trying to get the footage scrubbed or restricted from being circulated. Like, Andy legit thought he could reverse Uno the Kiss Cam. Sources close to the band say Chris Martin was genuinely shocked when he found found out the couple wasn't just awkward, they were straight up married to other people. At Coldplay's next concert, fans noticed the Kiss Cam segment was completely removed, gone, like it never existed. No official statement from the band, but fans caught Chris at a later show saying something like, "Let's keep the love in the air," the kind that's legal. People lost it. The fallout got so messy, Coldplay basically ghosted the entire format just to avoid getting memed again. So not only did Andy tank his own life and company, he ruined the Kiss Cam for everyone else. Now let's take a second to talk about the real world damage this caused beyond the internet jokes. Andy's wife completely wiped him off her socials, deleted every post, changed her name back to her maiden one, then went full silent mode. No interviews, no cryptic posts, just vanished. And honestly, that silence hit harder than any statement. Even worse, Andy has 2 teenage kids. And bro, imagine being in high school and watching your dad go viral for cheating at a Coldplay concert with your entire school watching, on TikTok, in memes, in edited music videos. That's not just embarrassment, that's trauma with a soundtrack. And Kristen, her husband got pulled into the fire too. Apparently he found out the same way the rest of us did, through the video. One source said he didn't even know she was at the concert that night. Like, bruh, this wasn't just a scandal. This was a detonation that took out 2 families, 2 careers, a company, and somehow Coldplay's Kiss Cam. Now here's where it gets real corporate thriller. People inside Astronomer are starting to talk, and the whispers, not good. Multiple former employees have come forward anonymously, saying Andy and Kristen's vibe wasn't exactly subtle. Like, this wasn't just a one-time Coldplay cuddle. Nah, this was months of weird energy, unexplained meetings, inside jokes on Zoom calls, and Kristen showing up at investor dinners she had no business attending. One former team lead straight up said, "Everyone assumed something was up, but we figured they were just being sloppy with boundaries, not actually together." But now, the real question is, did the board know? And if they did, how long did they look the other way? Rumors are swirling that at least one board member raised concerns internally months ago, like someone flagged the relationship as a conflict of interest, especially since Kristen is literally head of HR. That's not just messy, that's liability 101. And guess what? Nothing happened. No action, no warnings, just swept under the rug. Now with everything exposed, the board's under heat too. Investors are demanding answers, and employees are wondering, if they ignored this, what else are they sweeping under the rug? It's giving cover-up, it's giving damage control, and honestly, the company might still be unraveling from the inside out. So let's talk about the man himself, Andy Byron. Where does a disgraced CEO go after becoming the main character in the most embarrassing TikTok of the year? He's vanished from LinkedIn. His company bio, scrubbed. Not a peep on socials. No interviews, no public apology. Just silence, which honestly might be the smartest thing he's done lately. But people aren't forgetting. Andy was once the data whisperer, the tech genius who turned Astronomer into a billion-dollar rocket ship. Now, he's a meme. He's the face of a Coldplay concert disaster. And when your legacy ends with people photoshopping your face onto Fix You lyrics, you know it's over. Industry insiders are already saying he's radioactive. Like no VC firm wants to touch him. No startup wants that baggage. One recruiter anonymously said he could apply under a fake name and we'd still pass. That's the thing about public scandals in 2025. They don't fade, they follow you, screenshot by screenshot, search result by search result, unless he goes full ghost mode or rebrands, and like 5 years under a new name in a different country, Andy's done. Look, here's the deal. If Andy Byron had just owned up to his mistake, maybe issued a real apology and gone quiet, this thing might have blown over. But instead, he tried to flip the script. He made himself the victim and tried to come after a random concert goer. That never works, especially not in 2025. All right, y'all, that's the deep dive. If you're still here, drop a comment. Would you have posted the video if you were Grace? And how would you react if the CEO tried to DM you in rage mode? Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.